Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. This broadcast is for demonstration educational purposes only. It's important to know that we are not offering any type of trading advice here today. I am not a licensed financial advisor, and there is a significant amount of risk when trading the financial markets. If you're not familiar with that risk, we highly recommend consulting with a licensed financial advisor. Okay, good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, Hump Day, Wednesday, September 3rd. If you're joining us today, that's the good news. Hallelujah. Any day above ground, you started it off right. We are in it to win it. Let's take a look at the Forex Factory. Wednesday, September 3rd, 9:21 a.m. Eastern Time. At 10 a.m., we've got a red folder. We've got a high impact report, the JOLTS job openings. 10 a.m. Eastern Time, factory orders month over month. All day, the Ward's total vehicle sales. And those are the reports that are going to come out during this live stream. Let's take a quick look at the overall market and see what things look like. Here's the E-mini on an 8 Unirenko. Um, I'll tell you what, instead of, we'll take a look at it on the 8 Unirenko. So here we have midnight. The session open at, let's see, it would be 18, about here. It looks like we actually got a leg up here, pre-market. It's kind of flat in the Asian Open. Then when the London Open came, it got a pop to the upside. And it's kind of been going sideways ever since about 7 a.m. So a leg up and now consolidation. That's on a 30 range. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ on a 20 Unirenko. Nice move up during the overnight session. So our 50 you could see is nice and green on both the E-mini and the NASDAQ, set up for long entries. And if today's your first day joining us, first I want to wish you a good morning. Good morning, RJ. Good morning, Suzanne, Rao, Rodney, Tom. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. We're going to be showcasing today the AI our automated bots here at Right Line Trading, the AI system, the iBots. These are fully automated strategies that run within the NinjaTrader 8 platform. When the strategies are enabled, the system will execute and manage the trades on your behalf. We like to run the bots right through the overnight session. Good morning, Duke. This way, when 9:30 rolls around, we have a leaderboard, is what we refer to it as. You can see Steven on my leaderboard, the leapfrog, 30 range, 8 Unirenko. I always like to put my profit target right below resistance. The Mack truck on the board, leapfrog, power play, haymaker. Jero. So we've got some strategies that are doing pretty well. Some Nasdaq strategies that are doing well pre-market, and we have our lagometer that shows us any latency or lag that's being shown on the charts here. I know YouTube has I think about a 10-second, 5 second or 10, maybe 5 or 10 second delay. But that's not what we're talking about here. This latency is all of our members are provided what we call a lagometer. If you're not trading with some indication of the lag on your system, I highly recommend getting yourself a lagometer. I'm going to put a link in the chat box today. We're giving them away for free. If you trade discretionary, automated, it doesn't matter. If you're on NinjaTrader, you got to know if you're getting any latency or lag. So I'm going to put a link before the session is over, and I'd like to provide you with a free lagometer. Not yet, Duke. I met with the team this morning. Sergio is just getting ready to get it running on my machine. It's not fully operational just yet. Should be today. I'm meeting with them this afternoon. And what you're looking at here is what we refer to as a trade copier on my workspace. I can put a leader account, which is in this case, which is a SIM account, as my leader, or some people refer to it as a master account. And when this bot takes a trade, if I have my copier turned on, it will copy across my Apex accounts. And seeing the power play is on the leaderboard. For now, I'm gonna leave it on the power play, but that could change. We like to see the way price action looks once the bell rings, and we'll give these bots an opportunity to work their way to the top of our leaderboard. I also have one of my right line funding accounts. It's a $150,000 prop account. And I can see when my top bots get into a trade, I can follow along using the chart trader from Rhythmic Trader Pro. This is a chart from Rhythmic Trader Pro squeezed up. I got an email. Somebody had asked how I do this, and I sent them my calendar link. I think we made a video actually, but I could show that here too. Antonio, good morning. Let me take a look where my Steven is. Steven, where are you? Steven is about break even, maybe down a couple $100. So let's wait for it to work its way up our leaderboard before we put that as our leader account. Yesterday it was on a real hot streak. There we go. There's the opening bell. When the market opens, we always get a little bit of lag. I'm at 2.5 seconds on my Nasdaq. We'll wait for that to settle down. Let's see if we break through. Our range is pretty clearly defined here between support and resistance. The Mack truck just took off short. Let's see if this breaks down through support. If that closes to the downside, this is going to go in short. Nope. Got too much lag. My lagometer prevented me from taking that trade. This is why we wait till about 9:32. Let's let the market find a direction. We are in the power play, not the power play, excuse me. The E-mini, the $50,000 one-day pass. Let's take a look at that trade. The E-mini one-day pass took a short. Keep an eye on that haymaker. That's signal A. That's signal A entry. Looks pretty juicy to me. Here it comes now. Unfortunately, it's right into support. Now the one-day pass, there it goes. I had a feeling that was coming. Let's put our profit target right above support. And that will kick in our leapfrog in our profit window earlier. Okay, we got stopped out. Haymaker's in. Let's watch the haymaker trade. This was that signal A entry on the haymaker. It gives it a hundred tick on the stop. So we got $500 of risk on this trade. Power play got wicked out again. Let me tell you something. If this price breaks, I think if it breaks support, it appears to have some running room to the downside. Our 50 moving average on the 20 Unorenko is green. So on our higher time frame, we're still set up for a long trade. That's one of the main differences between the haymaker and the power play. The power play, there has to be that multi-time frame alignment of trend as a condition. There does seem to be some selling pressure here, though. Here we go. The crude oil one-day pass got a full winner. Good morning, Rao. Rian, good morning. The market's still trying to decide which way to go. 10 o'clock, we got the JOLTS report. Here we go. It's going to test support. Okay, now my stop just came down. Went to break even. And we have an opportunity now on this haymaker for a home run. If it breaks support, things could get interesting. It's retesting it. It came out on the smart stop on candlestick pattern recognition. It got a bullish engulfing candle. I'm very tempted to anticipate the break here on our power play. Oh, there it goes. Let's see if we can get in this trade short. Come on, pop down. Okay, we're in short. See if we can get some follow through. Come on down. Come on down. Hmm. Got stopped out on that one. No follow through the downside. Bounced right back, poked us right in the eye. Good morning, Carol. Excuse me, I froze up. Okay, let's let it restart. I was scrolling down on the accounts on my copier. Meeting with Sergio this afternoon to clean out all of those SIM accounts. It's just way too many accounts, and my trade copier is just choking out my Ninja from the sheer number of SIM accounts. Yeah, the copier disappeared. Rao, you got in long? Okay, I've got my leader account as the haymaker. The haymaker is up 1,500. It looks for that signal A entry. We've got a JOLTS report coming out at 10 a.m. Eastern. Excuse me. I saw one of our one-day passes in. Steven is actually working its way up here, Antonio. Let's take a look at Steven. This is on the 8 Unirenko. This is the bot that was hot yesterday. Gerald passed one of his evals. When settlement time came, Gerald was a dollar 98 short after settlement. He was at $52,999.98.25. And he was able to get a micro after the market reopened, and make 4 or 5 more bucks to put him over the edge. We're hoping. We got a ranging market right here. I think we're going to have to wait until after this JOLTS report. I think the market is kind of in limbo here. I'm looking at my E-mini chart, and since the market opened, very choppy. See if it breaks through here. It's retesting this area of support. Let's put this on our Mac truck. Mac truck is down 500. Steven had a nice trade. We got 10 minutes. 10 minutes for the JOLTS report. Excuse me for just a moment. I'm going to run to the restroom. You can see the ES30 range since the market opened. Um, it's just sideways. Very ranging, choppy market. The NASDAQ is in a very narrow range. Software does a beautiful job of defining risk with those areas of support and resistance. Great trade, Ralph. All right, I'm going to run to the restroom. Excuse me for just a minute. Okay, I'm back. Wow, look at that beautiful move to the upside. Leapfrogs in. Retirement plan jumped in on a signal A. Haymaker just missed that long. Mack truck is in long. No risk on the trade. Here comes a haymaker entry too. Here comes a haymaker entry. What I mean by a haymaker entry is a signal A. My RSI line in my Laguerre oscillator is buried to the bottom. If it comes up and breaks through the 20% line and my 50 moving average is green, it'll pop in long. If my 50's red, it will get filtered out. It won't take the trade. It doesn't take counter trend trades. We've got 5 minutes to the JOLTS report. I think I'm going to step aside and just wait for the report to come out. Even though the haymaker's setting up right now, I don't want to be in the trade during that red folder report. There it goes. I knew it was coming. That haymaker is in. It got a bearish engulfing candle and it exited immediately. That smart stop CP, that's the candlestick pattern recognition. It saw a bearish engulfing candle. Look at this now, a beautiful short. Oh, wow. Look at that. $9.55. We got 5 minutes to the JOLTS report. I'm short the E-mini, short the NASDAQ. My ES on the PA account jumped in short below the VWAP. Let's see if we break through support. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. It's a rocky road down. Okay, my stop just took all of the risk off the trade. It's going to retest that area of support. Came out on the bullish engulfing candle. Locked in a few $100 of profit. Okay, 2 minutes. Here we go. Maybe this is the catalyst that we need with this JOLTS report. This E-mini could be a juicy trade. See what happens with that. It's going to be in that position through the report in a sim account. I see Putin. I see a report on Putin ready to meet Zelensky. He wants him to come to Moscow. Excuse me. Man, if I was Zelensky, I'd think twice about going to Moscow to meet him. There we go. There's the jolt. Which way does it pop? Long or short? Let's see, we're getting a pop to the upside. Mack trucks in long. Our ES8U scalper's in. Steven is in. Moneymaker. Here we go. We're getting a nice move to the upside. Let's see what the news report said. U.S. job openings and labor turnover. Little changed at 7.2 million. The number of job openings was little changed. The U.S. over the month, both hires and total separations were unchanged. Unchanged. Leapfrog is in on the E-mini. Let's take a look at the E-mini Leapfrog. Getting a push to the upside. Pop through that pivot. Mack truck is off to the races. Went back to power play. I was thinking of the triggers to break through resistance here. It's going to take a B or a C entry. If it retraces to the 50, it's an A entry. That's what it's going to do, too. It's going to do another signal A entry. Come on, retrace a little further. Now we're right up into resistance. Now we're going to have to break through this resistance. Come on, break through. Break on through. Come on. Oh, the Mack truck is gone. I'm going to anticipate the break. Maybe it'll retrace all the way to the 50. We'll catch a signal A. The signal A seems to be doing really well today. We need a pullback, though. There you go. Pull all the way back. Keep coming. Keep pulling back. A little more. All right, let's see if we can get a pop to the upside here. Not enough room. Not enough room for the signal A. We're too close to that upside resistance. We needed a little more of a pullback. The IBOT on the NQ24U is in a really nice trade. Well, I'll tell you, this price action doesn't look great. I know right when we're done, the market's going to start flying. I'm just going to hold off. I just don't like this price action at all. With exception to the one-day pass on the crude oil and the haymaker, I don't see much happening. It took the short, but my 20U, you could see, is above the 50. Boy, that is a beautiful haymaker, isn't it? My goodness. Now the power play just jumped in short. Ah, look at that beautiful move on the haymaker. What a trade. That haymaker. Haymaker short. Mm. It hurts not to be in this trade. What a beautiful trade. Look at that haymaker. Oh, it told us all morning to stick with it. All morning. Ah, man. That hurts. What a trade. What a beautiful trade on that haymaker. Woo. Man almighty. Oh, wait. Let me take it off the power play. I think I'm switching. I should have been on the haymaker. The leaderboard doesn't lie. Uh, the leaderboard does not lie. Let's see if we can get one more pullback and continuation down. What a trade on that haymaker. You know, ever since we started this broadcast, it was on top of my leaderboard. I even switched to it a few times. Wow, that was a monster trade. That was a monster trade. Listen, that profit target on the haymaker, I believe, is 200 ticks. It got about 175 of them. Got into that trade. Look at that entry. The 50 went red, and it got in nice and early and rode it straight down to support. Anyone get that haymaker trade? Let's give it 15 more minutes. I think we're going to see another haymaker. Nice, Gerald. You got that haymaker. Sweet. Now you're back in the green after that trade. Oh, I'm kicking myself for changing it. ABC Star Drone is in on the E-mini. I'm looking for another haymaker to come crashing down. Boy, did that set up beautifully. Hmm. The ES8U scalper just went long. Let's see what happens here. Retirement plan had a nice day. Hmm. I'm afraid to duplicate this. Ah, oh, there it goes again. I did it to myself. That's what it is. It's this trade copier. I duplicated the tab and it's going to crash again. It froze up just now when I duplicated it. Um, I I want to be able to take advantage of more than just one trigger. I know with the haymaker, I have my hands tied with the signal A trigger. So if I try to add my power play, looking for a B or a C entry, it crashes my ninja. So it's just not sustainable to trade like this. I'm going to have to get with Sergio today and get rid of all of those sim accounts I'm not using. Now, with this new integration that we're getting with the ChatGPT, it's going to make all of these changes automatically. Well, at least I know what it is now that's causing the problem. I've just got way too many sim accounts that I'm not using. I was hoping to do a drawing today for three people for a $1 50,000 evaluation. All right, looking for the break here. Looking for the break of resistance. All right, let's see if we can get into this long move. Let's get some follow through the upside here. Come on, break through. Let's go. Come on, give us one nice leg up. Come on. Get my window now. Don't come back. Come on. Give me some follow through now. Okay, I got to stop there. All right, pulled in two losers today across all my Apex accounts. Just couldn't get one to get any follow through, unfortunately. That signal A entry seemed to be the way to go. And I'm sorry I ever swayed away from it. But let's take a look at the leaderboard. The bots that did well today was that signal A haymaker. Did extremely well. The signal A on the 2-minute was next on my leaderboard on the retirement plan. The 30A signal A on the 1-day pass, the signal A retirement plan. All of the top bots were trading a signal A. Going with that signal B entry just didn't work for me today. So the leaderboard, although it's not a perfect methodology, I really do think it's effective if you stick with it. If I stick with it, I would have been so much better off today than the way I ended up. That signal A entry did extremely well all morning. So I pulled 3 names out of the hat, and what we're doing, we're giving away 3 $1 accounts for Right Line Funding. Right Line Funding is our prop firm. Let me run to the winners. Trader G Dubs, Grid Joe, and Adrian M. The 3 of you, I'm going to post your names in the Discord for Right Line Funding. Look at that signal A entry. Straight down. Could have even taken away the 50 signal, and they were working all day. In that choppy market, ranging choppy market, going short off of resistance and long off of support, was scoring all day. So the $1 coupon code will be sent to Trader G Dubs, Grid Joe, and Adrian M. And let me bring over Right Line Funding, our website. The website address is rightlinefunding.com. We've got a 50% sale going on. Our $50,000 evals are only $29. Now, for those 3 names that I just pulled today, congratulations, Gerald. Nice. So if you were drawn today, let's let this come back right here. That's the power play. And it took a signal A entry for that winner. Look at that. It's just confirmation of which entry. So that signal A trigger scored really well today. I should have seen it, as with the experience that I have with this system. Now it's right up into a resistance. But our stop is locked in, a really nice profit on the trade. So it capitalized on another signal A entry. The haymaker's right back in as well. Let's go back to the haymaker. The haymaker's looking for the break. Market sure has a way of humbling us, doesn't it? Oh man. This is to show me, hey, you should have just went with the power. You should have just went with the haymaker. So the prop accounts, 50% off. If I pulled your name today, you're going to get a coupon code that'll give you a $1 $50,000 account. We've got some really great evals. If you don't want to waste your time with the evaluation and go right to a sim funded account, You're 8 trading days away from a payout. 8 trading days away. It's $2.99. You go straight to a SIM funded account. We also have a $150,000 evaluation. That starts at $99 and a 150,000 straight to SIM funded for $449. And those will both of those SIM funded only require 8 trading days um, before you can request a payout. So last trade of the day, the power play, the haymaker. Looking for a break of resistance. It could go all the way. Great job, Rao. Way to sidestep the losers. Way to sidestep the losers. I found 2 losers. So I've got my tail between my legs. We'll give it another shot tomorrow. It's always a learning experience. In the long run, we will be better off for it. All things will work together for the good. Here it goes. That haymaker came right up above on our leaderboard bright and early this morning, tapping us on the shoulder. Antonio asked me, which one are we going to go with? And I should have stuck right with that haymaker right then and there. Nice, Gerald. I switched to it a few times, and I just kept going back to the power play. It's a bad habit. You can see the entry. The entry is all the way down here. The RSI line catches that reversal, gets you in nice and early. And in a market that's not trending, you get the real meat of the move here. Hey, Mr. K-Man. Changing from text to markers display make a difference? What are you referring to? Make a difference for what, Mr. K-Man? I'm sorry. When are you referring to when my Ninja shut down? Look at this beautiful trade on the haymaker. I'm loading 500 bars. I really think, K-Man, that it's my own fault, as usual, for not cleaning out SIM accounts that I'm not using. I've been for the last 2 or 3 years, we've been creating bots that use all separate and unique SIM accounts. And I haven't cleaned out my SIM accounts in years. So I have probably 100 of them. I know, Rao, it is. I love the haymaker. Okay, last trade. On the way out the door, if you would, please like my video here on YouTube. It gives us some new eyes on our products and services. Don't forget, coming up right behind me is Mr. David Wise. David Wise is a professional options trader. And this guy does the impossible day in and day out. Let's see if this haymaker finds its way. Looking for it to get into my window. There it goes. It's in my window now. When you get in that window, you can breathe. You can take a breath. Now it's 500 or 1,000. 500 or 1,000. Now I could put my leapfrog. We could integrate the leapfrog setting in this strategy as well. It's already going for 200 ticks, but we could have it leapfrog and have the stop keep bringing up, locking in profits. Now, when I'm that close, I don't want to risk as much as I'm risking. I want an equal amount of risk to reward, and to have it come all the way back just wouldn't make sense. Very close to going the full excursion here. It was just a tick away. Come on, one more pop to the upside. Wow, this Bitcoin is in a monster as well. We've got a beautiful strategy trading the micro Bitcoin. It's in a monster trade on 5 micros. Haymaker closed at $2,930. 29.30 on the Haymaker. So that's how we ended up. Just under $3,000 on the Haymaker. And you can see my leaderboard now starting to come to life. And that's how we ended up. Mack truck is climbing up the board. We've got a number of bots that are capitalizing on this big move up. You can see my open positions. Look at the Mack truck. Found this long move on the Mack truck. So this is a system that can very quickly make a lot of money. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. God willing, we'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place, same channel. Try to make that money back that we lost today. If anybody has any questions regarding these bots, I'm going to put the office phone number. We're getting ready to wrap up our sale on the AI Auto, the $299 a month. You're right, Jeff. You're right. We're going to start doing extended trading sessions. I think that's going to really help. In fact, Mark Miller, who's the owner of Rightline, he's thinking about changing the workflow here on YouTube to have, I think you've seen other live streams that they have multiple people on simultaneously. But you're right, Jeff. Sometimes after 10:30, that's when the market, after that first hour, it kind of finds a direction and gives us some really nice opportunities. Start at 10:30. That's a good idea. Kind of like that idea. Hmm. I always say some of our best ideas they come from our members. I got to agree with you on that, Jeff. I know you did, Rao. Look at this haymaker, almost ready to jump in another long. Had that RSI line come down just a little bit further, a little bit more of a retracement to the 50, that thing would have put us in long again. The market's starting to take off. My iBots are all in long. Everything's in long. Steven long. You're right. Today at 10:30, man, that thing just kicked in and took off. You can see right where Jeff is talking about, right at 10:30, and that's right when our system went long. Um, Momentum completely shifted right at 10:30. Big algo kicked in, and the Nasdaq went to the moon. Great observation, Jeff. Boy, that hit, let me tell you, that haymaker, had we had the leapfrog in it, that thing would still be in this trade, potentially. Hmm, interesting. Thank you for that information. 10:30. That used to be our time every morning. It was like clockwork. Now that you mentioned it, man, we'd wait for 10:30 every morning, and it'd come, and man, the market would just take off. It was like clockwork. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Again, I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. Thanks for joining us today. God willing, we'll be back tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. So long.